All right, welcome back, Prospect Live viewers. We're back with another 2020 MLB Draft player profile. Joining me today, courtesy of perfectgame.org, is PG's National Scouting Supervisor. That is Brian Sikowski. Brian, we have a very exciting player, a guy that I've heard whispers keeps on moving up boards. I don't know if it's the case or not. That is a outfielder out of Corona High School in California, Isaiah Greene, athletic, really exciting player. Talk to me a little bit about Greene, by the way, courtesy of Prospect Pipeline for this video.
Yeah, shouts out SoCal Steve, the Prospect Pipeline there. Does a great job. Greene is he was a guy who was on the circuit. You know, he came to PG National and he went to the Team USA stuff and just really played well all summer. You know, it wasn't overwhelmingly loud. He's a good athlete, as you can see right there in the video. It's really a good swing from the left side, and just played really well. It wasn't a super flashy one tool or anything like that, but he's a plus athlete. He's a plus runner. Like we said, it's a really good swing there. Scouts are really optimistic on the hit tool projection there. We're kind of waiting, like we are on a lot of prep kids. We want to see him come into some more power. He got to play a little bit this spring prior to the shutdown. Scouts were generally positive about the kind of changes his body had gone through and the power that those were unlocking. Somewhat similar to what people said about Pete Crow-Armstrong, as far as, yes, the power's coming. You know, we can check that box now. And Greene it's you're looking at a center field prospect. You hope the run and the athleticism say he should be able to play center field. It's got the potential to be a really good bat. If we had more of a spring where we could have seen him hit for more power, who knows? Maybe a first rounder. Maybe he joins that left-handed upper tier prep bat class, and
Sure.
which I think he's just on the outside of right now, anyways. But that doesn't mean he's not a potential like late first guy. That's where they talked about him. The scouts we spoke to earlier in the spring were like, hey, there was some chatter about stuff like there was a really, really big matchup in SoCal. It was like, Jared Jones versus Pete. I don't remember exactly. It was a big matchup, but like a ton of scouts chose to go watch Greene take BP or something on that day. There was some story about that where it was like, makes you raise your eyebrows like, oh, so he's getting the priority there. Okay, that's interesting, because now that says to me like, all right, well, if they're moving him up, I got to move him up. So I think that he's going to be a really, really quick target for a team's second pick, but could sneak into that late day one type of range.
Yeah, and that was sort of what my question was, is, how hot of a statement is it to say, after Veen, Hendricks, Hassel, Pete Crow-Armstrong, is he number 5? Because I've actually heard quite a few people say that, he's potentially number 5, especially now that Cruz has dropped out of the draft.
Yeah. No, I think he's right there. I think that he was right there with Cruz, kind of in the similar range, behind that first 5, but within 5 to 10 spots on a given list generally. I think he's right up there now. I think that it's got a chance. Kind of the best thing you could say about a prep kid, right? It's got a chance. He's got a chance to be good. The bat looks like it's going to play, which is obviously the one kind of biggest factor with these prep kids is like, man, do we think this kid's going to hit or not? And scouts think he will. And if he continues to come into power and maybe he can play center field, and if all that breaks, then why wouldn't he be up there with the rest of those guys?
It's hard not to like a left-handed hitting outfielder with athleticism that has a left-handed swing that looks like that, as we saw before.
Right.
All right, that's Isaiah Greene out of Corona High School, outfielder. That was his 2020 MLB Draft player profile. Brian, thanks for joining me. Viewers, thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to tune in on draft night as we go through the entire first night of the MLB Draft.